Welcome to Styling Curly Hair. I cannot wait to show you this transformation on this beautiful client and these curls. Now, a lot of curls might start out very frizzy like hers and dehydrated. So once we identify the problems, we're going to move straight to the shampoo bowl and get moving along. This whole service for cleansing to styling takes me about a full hour. So that's about how much time I want to book out for my service. But if I am adding a haircut in, you'll probably want to book out about 2 hours on the average. The clients really love this luxurious part of the service. We're going to spend a lot of time at the shampoo bowl and we're going to really deep cleanse, scrub the scalp, detangle the hair, add as much moisture as possible. And then we're going to actually put the styling products in at the shampoo bowl before we go to the chair to start the drying process. I love Intersense. It's an organic, non toxic, clean line that is great for curly textures. I highly recommend this product. I'm going to spend a lot of time cleansing, really making sure her hair feels good, her scalp health is set up for me putting the products on top of the hair because we're going to layer quite a few products on to create that really beautiful shiny curl that you saw in the beginning of this. This is about a 20-minute thing of shampooing, rinsing, moisturizing, detangling. These are all of the things that we're doing when we're in the bowl. Now, we just finished that big process and it's looking pretty good. So we're like, okay, now it's time to add our products on top. So the first thing I'm going to do is re-wet the hair down. And now that I've got all the products that I want, I'm going to start out with my softest product first. It's going to be something that's smoothing, more of a cream, and then I'll layer on the more control products on top of that. So we always want to think of first hydration, then soft and smoothness, and then the set. So that's kind of the order of the products that I use. I'm doing everything at the shampoo bowl. I want to kind of re-wet the hair down like I just did. My first product I put on was a calm cream. So it was the smoothing cream. And then I'm going to add on a foam that gives a little more control. And I believe I finished this with a gel. Now, all of these products combined has a lot of hold, but because there's so much moisture in the hair, we're actually locking in some of that moisture, which is going to reduce the frizz. As you can see, we're now at the part where we are styling and setting those curls. Now, I always have a comb nearby and a couple of clips, and I like to start around the hairline. The hair along the hairline can be very frizzy on some clients, so we want to make sure it's very well saturated and that we're twisting tiny little, maybe not even an inch by inch, maybe even smaller, depends on the curl themselves. I kind of use my finger to wrap the bottom on so it can get really tight so it can dry in its most natural state as possible. Curls want to live together. So if we think about picking up small sections of curls, twisting them together, letting them set, they will have those really bouncy layered curls. If you go too big, you're going to lose the layered effect. So the smaller of the sections that you take, obviously the more curls and bounce you're going to see. And because we actually pre-cut this client's hair to this really cute shag, she's going to have a ton of layers, and I really want to showcase the haircut. Now that we've brought our client back to the chair and we begin the drying process, we are going to have a lot of patience here. This took me 40 minutes to dry from beginning to end. Just the drying portion itself, because you've added so much product and moisture into your client's hair that it's going to take a long time to fully dry all the way. Now, we're going to be seeing my client in many different positions. I'm starting her upright, but will end with her head forward. I might even move it side to side if I have to, so I can get those curls on the very top to have as much bounce as possible. I don't want her to feel flat. Again, we just gave her all these really layered curls, so I want to have a lot of fullness from the crown section, and unless we move her in different positions, we're not going to be able to achieve that without disturbing the curls too much. We always want to think about how much we're touching the curl and how we touch it. I tend to use my palm a lot when I am scrunching up the curl. So I'm kind of using my palm to scalp and then putting the dryer for it to be just set as beautifully as I can. Because this process does take so long, I do sometimes actually sit in a chair. I didn't in this video, but we want to be comfortable. I mean, you can see my elbow is already overextending my shoulder, and that is not a healthy position for a hairstylist. There is no way to make this go faster, although I do believe the Dyson is a very easy, smaller version blow dryer that works efficiently, and this is my go-to for curly hair. Here we are going back through her haircut, double checking. Her head is upside down. I'm seeing some great movement happening. That's a good trick also for anybody who's double checking some layers by putting their head forward to see connection zones. I'm talking it through with her. She's super excited. I love that she's smiling. I'm one by one touching the curls, double checking it, scrunching where I need to. Try not to over manipulate those curls so they get frizzy. And then because I did pre-cut her hair, I'm just double checking my work. As I'm going through this, I am speaking with her about how to recreate this. One of my tricks that I'm using right now is by putting the hands into the scalp zone, almost like massaging the base to break up those very separated curls at the base. And this makes it look a little bit more organic, gives you a little bit more fullness. But as I slowly release my hands, I am not disturbing the outside curls. So it just makes it look more natural and lived in, not perfectly coiffed just from the salon. Also, obviously, I'm double checking the curls again with the haircut around the face because it was a kind of a shaggy hairstyle. As I'm moving through, breaking it up, being very gentle. We're talking it through what we did so she can recreate this at home. I believe anybody who has natural curls and texture should be able to have a beautiful curl at home, but they need to understand how to create this look. She hadn't been in a salon for over a year, so she's very excited with the results, as I am as well. Educating your client is as important as the end result. And we loved the end result. Look how beautiful those curls are, the separation. She's smiling, she's happy, and the transformation was so huge. What beautiful curls. Thank you for joining me, and I can't wait to see you recreate your client's curls on your own, and I hope you learned a lot.